Hey guys. It's that. Cassie found something here. It's the size of a nickel.
Buffalo nickel. Give me the fufu juice.
Oh! I gotta keep digging some more here. Let's see what else we can get. I found myself a bucket lister. I got a crotal bell.
It's a weedy.
You found a weedy?
Yes.
Sweet. A Walking Liberty 1943 half dollar. Oh my god, it's freaking gorgeous. You got an Indian? Oh my god, Cassie got an IHP. Needless to say, I am a happy camper. Good morning, everybody. We are about to embark on a metal detecting day, or at least part of it anyways. It is 7:19 a.m. on a beautiful day in West Michigan. It looks like it's going to be a little bit warm today, though. It's about 65 right now, but it's supposed to be about 90 later, so trying to get out early before it gets too bad. Going back to, for right now, I think I'm going to go back to the school that I've had such good luck at, and I still haven't even detected half the place. But question for you guys before we begin. My primary detector is a Minelab Equinox 800. Great detector, a lot of people have them out there. I've been looking for something different to at least try out and review. Excuse me. I'd love to get the Manticore, but I can't really afford that. I mean, I probably could. It's just that money, I have too many other things that I could put it towards that I really need, not just want. So I can't validate getting that. What I'm tossing around the idea of, though, is getting the new Minelab Xterra Pro. I think Minelab might have come out with this in direct competition to the Simplex Plus that Nokta makes, which is a great detector. I had one, deep seeking machine. I just didn't feel that it had the refinement of some of the better detectors out there, which is fine. It's more of a dig it all machine in that respect, but you get some really good stuff. You can go really deep with this machine. It just didn't get along with me, and I didn't get along with it as much as I do my Equinox. That's why I'm intrigued by the Xterra. Not only is it extremely similar to the Equinox, it's a single frequency, has 3 different frequencies you can switch between, but it has like a carbon fiber lightweight shaft that just slides in and out and will collapse down to 25 inches, so you can throw it in a backpack. Ultra lightweight. Menu is really similar to the Equinox, and it's $270. Doesn't have the wireless headphones with it for $270, but you know I can forgive that. I use wireless headphones on my AT Pro for a long time too. So what are your guys' thoughts? Have you used one? I know, Doug, if you're watching, you've got one and you love it. What about anyone else? This would not replace my Equinox by any stretch of the imagination. It would be something for me to use and learn and pass on what I know for you guys to let you know whether it's worth it or not. So far, everything that I've seen, this is a massively fantastic machine for the price. That's why I'm really thinking about getting one to try it out. Would you guys want to see me do that? Perhaps even go back and hit up some of the locations that I've been to before and see if I get different results with this machine, even though it is a much lower price machine than the Equinox. If I get enough people that tell me to go ahead and do it, I'll probably go ahead and do it. But let me know what your thoughts are. Otherwise, let's quit yapping and get out to the metal detecting area. All right, this is my third target. First one was a copper penny. Second one was a zinc penny. And it looks like my next one is a watch. Well, part of it. The inside is missing. Nothing special there, but an interesting find. I'm up closer to the school on the playground side, which I normally avoid. But I thought, you know, I'm here. I haven't done it. Let's try it. See what happens. That's a good looking case. That could be stainless or silver. Let me clean this up just a tad. Okay. Interesting watch bezel. There's no markings on it that I could see. I think the markings probably would have been on the back that's missing. But I'm guessing this is just like plated or something. EMI here is horrible. Horrible. I'm at single frequency 10 kilohertz, which normally helps with the EMI, but it's not helping a whole lot right now. But let's keep going. We'll power through. Well, this is interesting. This is an old orange soda can. I don't know what kind. I'm not going to take the time to find out, but it's one of the really old ones. Thankfully, I don't have to carry this in my pouch. There's a garbage can 20 feet from me, so I'm going to go put this in the garbage can and keep going. Well, it's kind of hard to tell from all the mud, but that's a couple of pieces from some eyeglasses that somebody must have lost. This is a school playground. There, you know, playground area right there. Or school grounds. I'm kind of next to the playground. But anyways, some kid was probably really bummed out. Might not have been able to see his lessons and might have got in trouble when he got home. And I'm sorry for the mud. It's another one of those nights that had a very heavy dew fall, so everything's soaked. Just now starting to get the hint of a breeze, so maybe it'll dry this up. So let's keep going. All right, guys, here I have a really good signal here. I'm going to turn off my headphones. Deep. Oh, my shovel's next to this, so it's kind of throwing things off. Sorry. But I'm going to dig that up first. It's still wet, so it's kind of hard to do this one-handed. So I'm going to dig that up, and then we'll see what it is together. Alrighty, whatever it is appears to still be in the hole. Somewhere right over there. Hard to see because my glasses are fogging up on me. Get my hand digger. Let's change hands because I am not left-handed. I use a mouse left-handed though. I got used to it a while back. So whatever it is in here. There it is right there. And it is, you're kidding me, a memorial penny that deep. 1960, so it's getting older, but oh my gosh, look how deep this sucker was. 1960 memorial penny. Man, I thought I had something better than that. Why was it ringing up so stinking high? Whatever, we got it. Well, I got me a nickel there, but I also got some winged ants. You'll see these in nests, especially this time of year. You'll start seeing increasing numbers of them. These are called elates. These are the males. Most of these are males, but you'll also see some of these will be winged queens that are getting ready to do what's called a nuptial flight. You'll see in the evenings, sometime toward this time of year where I'm at, flights of insects in your backyard, a bunch of winged, and if you look at them, they're all winged ants. Those are males and females out trying to find mates. Oh, there's a grub over on the side there too. He's getting his 2 cents worth. But you will find these guys this time of year, and it's really cool. I'm fascinated by ants. I hate digging into a nest like this and disturbing them, but the nest goes much bigger than this little plug, so they'll survive. But interesting, I thought I'd share that real quick.
All right, I just got myself a nice little square nail that was down there in the hole, really deep, falsing. Had to dig it though. It was really strong. I'm going to check to see if this was the only thing in signal that was drawing me in, but it was pretty good signal. But this isn't as interesting as what was in the hole with it. Yeah, that was like 5 inches. That was like 3-4 inches below the ground. This was much deeper. This was like 9 inches. But yeah, just your incidental finds sometime are the most interesting ones. Just wow. It's getting warm. It's getting really humid. All the grass is starting to dry up. There's not much wind at all, almost zero. So all this is just collecting this humid cloud around the grounds right now. And I got an arrow. All right, this is why sometimes you just got to dig those zinc penny signals. I've been digging more of those today just to get them out of the ground. This was your typical zinc penny signal, but that does not look like a zinc penny. That looks like it could be silver. Yeah, that's cleaning up awfully stinking nice. Let me brush this down just a hair and I'll come right back, but that looks like we might have silver there. This is actually really cool. I think this is just handmade. Some kid possibly even made this, but this does look like silver jeweler's wire. You can get it to make jewelry these days on your own. It could be stainless steel too. I'm not real sure. I think this is silver though. It just looks to me like that's silver. With a couple of hearts and a pearl, like a bead gold or silver bead pearl. Really cool. I very much like this. This was a good find. And that came in just like a zinc penny. Even if it's not wanting to focus. Yay, I finally got a wheat scent. My first one out here. I've been out a couple of hours. That one's kind of worn. It may be older, or could just be worn. See if I can get an idea of what it is. 19, ooh, is that a 20? I think that's 20 something. I'd love to find an Indian head here. Doesn't it look like a 1920 to you guys? Well, you know, we're going to call it that for right now until we know better. But yay, wheat penny. All right, I thought I was going to get skunked for wheat penny, silver, anything today. Although I did get the silver ring, possibly. But you know what I'm saying. See you guys in a bit. All right, this was a screaming signal, and right down there, so about 7-8 inches deep, I got another wheat scent. So I'm back in the area that toward the kind of middle 2/3, I guess, of the field that I'm in that seem to have the older stuff. The outlying has a lot of iron, and this is 1936. So another good one. Nice, let's keep going. I've got to stop and get some water here. It's I've been here just a little over 2 hours, I think, and I'm getting really thirsty. My do-rag is absolutely soaked. It's dripping. Yay, I've got gas money. This was a huge signal, like right on top of the ground. I thought it was going to be a can, and it looks like I've got a couple of nickels and what is that, a dime? Yeah, dime. Not nickels, quarters. A couple of quarters. Ooh, a state quarter or a non-state quarter. My hands are too muddy for me to get years. But, you know, 60 cents, I guess, that's gas money. I got me another wheat cent here. Yes. I just got me a drink, too. I desperately needed that. And I changed gloves to some drier gloves. What do we got there? 1944. This thing was screaming. It must have been on the side or something like that. I'm not sure, but this was coming in like 38, 39, which is really rare. And I thought for sure I was going to dig some garbage, but no, I got me a wheat penny, so I'll take it. Yes, 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 yes. No, that is not a silver yes. I can't see halfway because my glasses are fogged up. Okay, there they go. But I got something I have not found in forever, so I'm very excited. Let me show you what I found. There you go. Notice it is nickel sized. We got ourselves a buffalo nickel. Yeah, buddy. I have not found a buffalo nickel in forever. Oh, I am so happy. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Dates are rare on these things. Let me brush it down a little bit and see if we can get a date off of it though. Okay, we may actually have a date on this. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit for you there. And if we look carefully, I think that is going to be a 28 right there, 1928. That's what I'm going to go with for right now. I'll look closer later. 28 or 26. 38 was the last buffalo nickel year. So, but either way, I am so happy to have that. Holy cow. Oh yes, that made my day right there. I have not found a buffalo nickel in so long. I am so happy with that. Let's keep going. It's only 9:53 in the morning too. Now, if you remember the video back when I found like the 3 or 4 buttons, I think it was like 4 buttons, I just found another one. I'm kind of sort of in that area again. This one's got this like cool pattern on it there. I don't know if you can see it. No, it's trying to focus on my ugly old face. I'll show you later, but that would be cool if I found a few buttons to go with the other stuff that I got. So it's getting hot though. It's getting hot quick, but I'm going to power through as much as I can and keep going. Thought I was going to have myself another zinc penny here. The signal was all over the place and it was kept bouncing back around like 21, 22 range. But I think I see silver. Okay, let's find out. Okay, if we see, I mean, right, we don't even have to get very close. You can see the edge of it right there, can't you? But as we get a little bit closer, let's get up on top. Look at that. Yeah, we got us a Rosie. I'll be dang, a 47 Rosie. So that's a second year Rosie, I do believe. Oh, check this out. It's got a curve to it. Nice. I don't know if it's been hit by something or squished or shot at or what, but that's kind of cool. But we got silver. We got, for sure, honest for goodness, silver for the day. All right. Once again, I was absolutely certain I was going to dig a zinc penny. That is not a zinc penny. It's an apple. Looks to be part of some sort of decorative thingy of some sort. If it'll focus. Focus. Work for me. Okay, there we go. I don't know what. We'll check it out later. But there's another zinc penny signal. That's why you dig them. Well, this is different. Looks to be some sort of piece of copper. Yeah, this got a decorative back to it there. And something on the front. Maybe like a just quad divided thingy. I don't know, just decorative. Could be part of a emblem off of a backpack or something. This is really heavy though, so we'll clean it up better when we get home and look at it. Interesting, whatever it is. So, even though I've been to this school several times, like I said, it's a big place. I haven't touched it all. And apparently, today was one of those days to confirm I've missed a lot of stuff there. There's still a lot to be found at this location, so I'll be going back there for a long time. Although the time is coming here where I'm not going to be able to go back there as easily because this is a school. It is a working school, and school is
like next week starts back in session, and I tend not to go around schools as often when they are in session, simply because teachers are there on weekends trying to get schoolwork done and things like that. And I don't want to cause issues where somebody might feel uncomfortable. They might not know what I'm out there for. They might not know that we're actually allowed to do that, and cause troubles that could cause me and other metal detectorists not to be able to detect there anymore. So the stuff's been in the ground this long, it'll wait. So I'll try to find different areas. So came away with some outstanding finds. I was there like 3 hours, maybe a little bit more. Started to get really hot. I'm glad I came home because it got horribly humid and hot for the area that I'm in. I know you guys in the south go through a lot worse than I do, but we're not as used to it, I suppose. So here, let me show you what I found. The cat's about to come up here sniffing around, so there's her little butt. She wants to be involved too, so let me show you what we got. Ready? Say hi, Biscuit. Say good morning. You got stuff in the corner of your eye we need to get out. Yes, you do. Yeah. Well, good kitty. So here's what we came away with. First, we've got a whole arrow here that the cat's laying on. Here, you can shove that back under your belly. Some clad coins, some zincs. I could have dug a lot more zincs. I didn't. There was a lot of them there that were super shallow and showing super shallow. And that was toward the end. I was just getting tired. I decided, you know what? I'm going to take my chances. I'll go back and get them some other time. Don't know what this is. It's rubber with a metal insert, so some sort of a bushing. This was interesting. Don't know what it is, but it was cool. Like a wheel off of something. Not sure. Some square nails. This one is so clean. I'm not sure that it's steel. This could be brass. Love the head on this thing though. Some square nails are actually interesting. You guys that do horses and stuff like that, could this potentially be a horseshoe nail? I know horses' hooves are bigger than and thicker than what we like to think of them when you don't deal with horses. So is it possible that that's what this is? Part of that. Some poor kid's eyeglass frame or teacher. Maybe the teacher got hit by a student. I don't know. Found a bunch of nickels, including the buffalo that I got. I found 7 nickels, which is unusual. I never find nickels. Mostly because the areas that I'm in are so trashy. There's so many midtones. I can't break down and concentrate on those 12 to 13 range midtones that are going to end up being nickels. Everything just kind of blends in with all the can slaw, which rings up somewhere around like 13, 14 a lot of the time. So it's hard to pinpoint that one rare nickel signal in the middle of 2,000 can slaw signals. A couple of these did get a little older. Here's that apple thingy. Still don't know what it is. There is some sort of writing on the back. It's not anything important though. There's that watch bezel. Again, nothing important. Do you want the arrow? Do you want the arrow? You want the arrow? Cat's trying to eat the arrow. Goofy cat. Here, try the other end. Now she's trying to rub against it. I don't know. I have a strange cat. Anyway, not sure what this is. That's a emblem off of something. That's all I can say. That could be off of anything. A backpack, a car, who knows. The one button that I did found that I thought I was going to get in the buttons, it's this cloth covered. It's a modern one, nothing special. Found this little doodad. It is, I'm not sure what it is. I think this would have held it in place somewhere. Again, just an ornamental decorative item. There is writing on the back. I finally figured out what it said. It just says patent pen or pat pinned. So nothing special. Some coins that wanted to get older. I got my obligatory 65 dime, although I did get a silver, so I guess it's allowed. Some older pennies. I got my 47 Rosie that's kind of bowl shaped. Got my 28 Buffalo nickel. It is 28. You can see it pretty clearly there. Super happy with this. I have not found a Buffalo nickel in ages, so I'm so happy. 36 through 49 wheats and this ring. I did not test it. I'm almost 100% positive that is silver. I know too many friends that make jewelry, especially younger ones, just like this, and they buy silver wire. You can get a roll of it on Amazon or even at your local craft store for 15 bucks or less. Silver is not expensive. And it's so easy to work with. The alternative to this would be aluminum, which you can tell by the color that's not aluminum. Aluminum would be whiter in appearance, or stainless steel, which this could be stainless steel. You know, one thing I didn't do is test it with a magnet. Hold up, let me go get a magnet and we'll find out. Okay, my little screwdriver here has a magnet on the end of it. See, it picks that up just fine. I put it to this. It does not pick it up. So it does not have any steel or iron content in it, which is another good way to tell me that is most likely silver. The bead and hearts are just plastic pieces, but still, nonetheless, a really cool find. I love finding things like this that are, you know, that bring you back to that human connection. Somebody took their time to make this. It's a really small ring too. So this would probably have been something that was worn by a child, or a child made for their mom and a mom that had small hands. You do have petite ladies out there that could possibly have worn this, but I'm thinking this probably would have been something made by a child. Of course, like not like your elementary school age. This is, you know, middle school, high school level, something like that. Really cool. That thing that brings me closer to this. This isn't something from the 1800s. This would have been something that could have been made, judging on the depth, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that. But still, really cool nonetheless. This is something I'll set aside and I will display proudly. So there you have it. I gotta go to work in about 20 minutes. Love the people I work with. I got really good people I work with. Don't love going to work anymore. I'm at that age where it seems like I'm always doing something for somebody else and not for me. And I'm getting to that age where it's getting harder to do stuff sometimes. So I wish I had more time and money to do things for me. So metal detecting helps fill that in. Speaking of which, tell me what your thoughts are on me getting the Xterra Pro. Would you guys be interested in seeing some comparisons to that, some hunts with that to see how it performs, whether you would be interested? You have to admit, if this thing is going to come in as a simplex killer with the capabilities and the ease of use and sophistication of the Minelab products, this could be a game-changing metal detector. There's not a lot of talk about it right now, not as much buzz as I think there should be. But if this thing is as good as what I'm hearing it is and what I'm seeing people that have used it so far, this is going to be a killer detector. Absolutely phenomenal value. If you guys would be interested in seeing me use that and pass on what I know or what I learn about it, let me know. If I get enough interest, I'll probably end up getting one. Although, to be honest, I'd rather have the Nokta Legend. It is more expensive. It does come with wireless headphones. I can get the the Minelab with wireless too, but they're really hard to find because they're all out of stock. And it goes from a $279 unit to like $400 when you do that. Those headphones are expensive for Minelab. $100 more, I could get the Nocta package, and that would be hard to resist too. I'm willing to spend $270. I don't know if I'm willing to spend $300 or $400 or $500. Now, if somebody wants to loan me, especially like a the Macro Legend, Nocta Legend, that's in the Southwest Michigan area, you can loan it to me for a weekend or a couple of weeks or something like that. I would take very good care of it. I'd go out and use it. I'd hit up some of the places I've been before to see what I could find. I could compare things. That is supposed to be not a Equinox killer, but very comparable to the Equinox. I know people out there, like if you've ever watched Jason Bafuzzi, I'm not sure how his last name is pronounced, Quarter Hoarder, go watch his channel. Absolutely great channel. They use primarily the Legend, and absolutely love it. They have great results with it, and I'd love to be able to do that comparison with the Equinox, which is still such a good detector. Of course, my ultimate would be, I'd love to get that new Manticore, but they're like $1,600. There are used cars I still see out there for $1,600. Not many, but there are some out there, and that's really hard for me to validate when I don't have that kind of money just to be throwing around. I do a lot with $1,600 versus getting a metal detector. So anyway, last word here. As of right now, today, schools in some areas are starting back. Next week for sure, areas mostly around the country are going to be back in session. Be careful, be patient. There are going to be kids walking out there. There are going to be buses on the road that you're not used to seeing for all summer. Be patient. If you think you might be late for work, leave 5 minutes early. Rather you take a couple of minutes behind the bus and wait, or for those kids to cross the road and wait, versus running them over. Your job, whatever it is generally not going to be as important as the life of that child. So just be patient. Be a good example for them to follow as they grow up. So, public service announcement over, and I'll talk to you guys later, and have a good week.